with you is I would like you to show me your warm-up. I'd like to show me what you do and bring him. And when you have him in a working trot, I want you to tell me, okay? So when you think he's in a working trot and you've warmed him up and got the back working, I want you to tell me that. So I can watch your procedure, and then we'll talk about it. I'm always up for learning something different. Well, you tell me when he is there, 'cause I haven't seen anything that resembles it yet. What's that? Just about there. Let me know when he's there. Good. Tad more, I would say. Okay, let's go ahead and walk. You really weren't anywhere near a working trot, and all that I saw happening was you stumbling around on the horse's front end. You're doing rein backs with the horse's back completely hollow against your hand. When you're doing those rein backs, I think you can take this for what it's worth. You have mistaken plodding along slowly for something that you think is something else, and it is not. You're not even beginning to get this horse in a working trot. All of that work that you did had absolutely no rhythm until at the end, you finally let go of the rein a little bit and let him swing a little bit, and it was a little better. But he was still just stumbling. All that warm-up, you never had any rhythm throughout the warm-up at all. To do those kind of leg yields that you were doing and trying to do turns on the forehand, all you did was hollow the horse. You weren't achieving anything at all, until you finally at the end you let go of him and let him trot a little bit, and it was a little better. But what I'm basically telling you is what you think is working trot is not a working trot. The horse is still just stumbling around on his front end. He's not engaging at all, not working through his back at all. So all that work, look, everything you do that lacks rhythm is valueless. Doing turns on the forehand and rein back against the bridle like that, it just didn't achieve anything except make him go slower, even slower and slower. So I think you have a mistaken concept of what it is, in my view, because you never achieved anything at all. So we can try now to go ahead and achieve that if you want, but if you want to ride like that, then there's no point in working with me, because that's okay to learn. Good. Okay. All right. So here's my opinion: is that what you did just wasn't anything. It was a complete waste of time. So let's go back and try to work the horse correctly now and see if we can get the horse swinging through its back, because all that did was slow him down. And at the end, you just turned loose the reins, and all he was doing was plodding along still on his front end. It was better when you finally at least moved him a little bit. But so let's go from there. All right. And if you like the result, good. And if you don't, go back to riding like that. But take a look, especially watch the video of the other horse between today and yesterday. Like by today, the other horse came through. He was swinging through his back. She had to work a little hard to get it yesterday, but we had almost none of the thing that she thought was a problem because of going too fast, which was the canter. He got into a very nice frame, whereas this one is going just like he was when we started. There was really no change at all, and he's going just as hollow as he was yesterday. So if you want things to change, believe me, I went through the same thing. First time I went to Nuno Oliveira, I thought I knew everything, and I went there and I fought him on everything. But but once I rode one of his horses and felt a horse that was really round, these horses are not working. The other horse worked through its back today after the work we did yesterday and where we finished up, but this one did not. It never, we got him swinging a little better, but we really never achieved much, and we didn't achieve anything there. So, taking a long, hard look at what we do in life and where we're really at, and the problem, I will tell you, is that, most of the instruction in America is terrible. I don't know who you've been learning from, but as I said, I see this all the time. People being told that they're doing something that in fact they're not. Like, as I said, if you thought that was a working trot, you were never even near a working trot. The horse was never engaging. It was never swinging to the back. It just wasn't doing anything. So take a long, hard look at the videos when you get home and see if you can't see something a little bit different happening, especially with the chestnut, because you can see how he changed from yesterday to today and how much bigger his trot and through to the bridle he was. So let's see if we can achieve that with this one and work this way and see if we can get there, all right? So let's walk on, a little more active walk. So just remembering that anything that has no rhythm, like those turns on the forehand you were doing, they're completely valueless. All they do is hollow. To rein a horse back against your hand is worthless. It's just,